Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in here. Just want to show um, today's concrete polishing day, concrete countertop polishing day. Here's my grinder. It's a pretty big grinder. I wish it made 7-inch polishing pads so I could just put it on my big old backer there. But anyways, gotta work with what you have. Um, These are the pads here. They're Stadea. I think that's how you say it. Something like that. Got them on Amazon. About $20. Make sure you have your mask, eye gear, and my gloves fell. So I have my gloves there. Some coffee for the morning. And I'm going to try to start at 400 here. See how that goes. And that's the towel saw. I'm going to put the wood tile there. Picked that up on OfferUp for about 20 bucks. So couldn't pass it up. It's rusty, but it runs straight. The table works, pump works, and anyways, we go ahead and start. See how it goes here. I'm gonna wet a little bit, and I'm gonna try to test a little spot. And if it works good, then I'm gonna continue using that one. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and change to a coarser. And I think this is what is it? 1, 2, 3. So it's an 8-in-1 kit. So I have the 400 here. Kind of skip the 50, 100, 200. Try the 4 first because I did smooth it out a lot, and I just want the little aggregate to show. So if that works, then I'm gonna continue with 800, the 1500, 3000. And let me go over here. So I did buy my sealer. Now this isn't a chemical sealer, but this is going to be the tung oil, about a gallon. So it's good for inside, outside. Don't really have to worry about the UV breaking it down. Coat it every often. I think it says about every year. But anyways, let me go ahead and continue on here. But today's sanding. Tomorrow, once it dries from all the water absorption, I'm gonna go ahead and put the tung oil. The 200. I want 50, 100, and this is 200 here. You can see little stress cracks here, as you can see, barely right there. I think that's probably just because of the metal mesh. I probably didn't push it down all the way. Don't mind it too much unless it gets bigger, but for now it looks really good. You can see all the aggregate. I still need to go see if I could get a good but it's really smooth. You can see all the little aggregate everywhere, and I've done it all the way around. Bevel these edges just a little bit with the 100, that way it's not so sharp, and then hit this with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and do 400 here, which is this one, 400. And on this one I'm actually doing 50% overlap. So on here to demonstrate, that's just on the backing, but if you go say here and then you want to go halfway, catch the half, that way you don't see any differences, and you can see this is really smooth. But I do want to hit it with the 400, and I believe 800's next, 1500, and I'll probably stop at 15. It's really smooth. I don't see any reason I should go to 3000, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes, and play by ear. I do like how it's coming out. Like I said, all the imperfections just make it, you know, just give it a good character on it, and that way it's not so plain. Gives it a bit of a difference and makes it unique. And so this is the day after here. This is the finished product. We're putting the tung oil. As you can see, it's absorbing really well. On this end we have the first coat. Darkens it up real nice. And you're just kind of laying on it pretty good. And making sure it absorbs it. See the dry spots, you need to reapply until it doesn't absorb it anymore. Have one coat here. Still need to probably about 5 more coats. I just haven't had time, but at least I got one coat on there of the teak oil. But I want to show, so I'm right here laying down plastic. I have my thin set, which is the VersaBond, the fiber tape here for the cement board. I have my cutter, my mixing, guess like my mixing spattle, I guess. I'm not too sure what that's technically called. But anyways, so here's VersaBond. So this is about, I think about $15–16. It's more expensive than the non-modified thin set, but there's really good reviews on this, and I'd rather pay a little bit more up front and not worry about it later. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of the thin set. Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, so I could according to instructions there, you have to let it sit after mixing. So once I put that, I'm gonna go ahead and put the tape and fill all the edges there, the corners, and get it ready for my wood tile. So today's tiling day, as you can see on there. Quite of a mess it made when I was sanding. So that's a good thing you don't put a finish on there, because you'll be scrubbing that away. But let me go ahead and continue and show you here the process. I did realize I said teak oil, but it's a tung oil. But let's go ahead here. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. So you go ahead and make sure it sits like a peanut butter consistency. So very, very good there. Let's go ahead and get in the back. Go ahead and start filling a little bit. Just a little bit there, just to get enough to spread out, just to get the point on there. Sorry, this is bad quality. I'm trying to do it with one hand. And let's see. Just don't want much to fall out there. Let's see. Up at the top there. Make sure you fill in all the voids. I don't want it to look all crazy. And this is what it looks under, because I have my hardy board, and that's just what leaked through there. Some of that's my silicone. I still need to peel that off right there on that side, but just want to start off here by showing you. Let me go ahead. A second, let me pause this, and I'll go ahead and put the tape on my tile here. But as you can see, everything, even underneath, nice and flat all the way around. All the way around. Between any large joints, you want to use that fiber tape, and in the corners here where the two boards meet. But basically, that's how it looks. You want to cover all the holes as much as you can. But here's my tile here. This box is open here. It's just porcelain tile. I looked it up. We don't get any weather, harsh weather down here or up here in California, Northern California. But this is grade 1. I got it at the Home Depot. It's Mazzari. What is it? Let's see if you can get it there. Mazzari. Bought it at the Home Depot. I think its box is about $20 something. And yeah, this one's Montago Bay, I believe that's what it's called. All my boxes are upside down, but once I finish one here, I'll let you guys know. But let me go ahead and start. I'm gonna start first corner here. I bought my edgers, aluminum edgers, but I'm gonna see if I can get away by using the edge of the tile here. See, this is kind of finished, but this has a barcode here, so I might just use that metal on the corner. But I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the first piece, and we'll go from there. Nice. I did put the edges there. These are just aluminum strips. They kind of They look like this. That's the name there. So it just has the edge on there, and then this you just sink it in the thin set. But I like how it looks. Gives it a really clean look. So I have my bottom there, and I'm gonna continue the rows here. Try to go all the way up to where I need to get cuts. Finish that off, and then go to the other side here. Finish this side, and then tackle the center, which are gonna be a ton of cuts. Not really looking forward to that. See, I got that first one. So what I ended up doing is I ended up putting this in because I knew that was going to be on the back side, and the one on that side before I put the front face, because of this aluminum trim piece. You know, you kind of want just a correct spacing there. You don't want to look all awkward. I'm using 1/8 inch spacers, and it's looking real nice. Let me continue.